What's going on, Sooner Nation? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. Instant reaction as softball wins their first matchup in the SEC tournament, beating LSU 4-1 in a great performance by Sam Landry. Had a no hitter through 5 innings. Really good performance by her. Some big hits, Jackson. Specifically, Sydney Sanders with a 2-run bomb gives them a little bit of cushion there at the end. Great performance. Moving on to the next round.
Yeah, Jay, Oklahoma, it took them a while to get the offense going. I don't believe they had a hit till the fourth inning it was. And Sydney Barker, actually, she's the one who kind of got things started by driving in Cheney Helton, who came into pinch run for Sydney Sanders whenever she walks. So that was huge. And I think just, with this team, Jay, the ability to have that time off to regroup after the series versus Florida. The offense didn't start off necessarily on fire. They weren't hitting the ball well. Cassidy Pickering, she struggled today. But Oklahoma, they found a way to score 4 runs. That's big. Sam Landry, as you said, was dominant. She got a little bit gassed towards the end of the game, which I think is kind of a concern as we've talked about Oklahoma not having the consistent depth there with Kirsten Deal. You don't know what you're going to get with her. Does does she start the next game? Is it Sam Landry again, whoever Oklahoma has to play? I think that'll be something to watch for, hoping that maybe you can start Deal and maybe play Landry and go into the championship where you're able to ride Sam Landry the whole game. But this team, they were able to come out with a win in which the momentum wasn't really there for them for a while. It was kind of a slow start for both teams, but a win's a win. You'll take it. It's not the most beautiful win you'll ever watch, not the most satisfying softball game, but as we've said, Jay, this team, they found so many ways to win this year.
Yeah, and I think it is. I mean, LSU's a quality team. That's the thing. It's a good win over a good team. So, I mean, the big question for me, Jackson, and probably for most Sooner fans, is gonna center around what about the pitching in the next game? Who's it gonna be? I mean, are they going to go with somebody else or are they going to go with Sam Landry? I don't know the answer to that. I really don't. I am leaning, Jackson, towards they're going to start either Kirsten Deal or Bella Smith and hope to get a lead and then maybe bring in Landry. I don't know, though. They might go Landry. They might just roll Deal out there and see what happens. I don't know. I mean, you cannot pitch Sam Landry every game the rest of the year. So I think it also depends on what they maybe how they're feeling about Deal. Deal's made some. She hasn't been consistent, but she's had some big starts against some quality teams. So I'd be interested to see what happens tomorrow.
Right, and something like Kirsten Deal that she doesn't have is she hasn't really gotten to pitch a ton of innings in the postseason yet up to this point. So, because Oklahoma, they've always had Nicole May as a second option and Deal being the third, and you normally don't see the third option unless the game, as you said, is just a blowout. But that is going to be a question mark. Who does Oklahoma play in the next game? We'll find out this afternoon. But, Jay, I think with this team, it's now you just continue to ride the momentum. You continue to build on the wins. It's not necessarily about maybe you even winning the SEC championship. Obviously, that's what they want to do, but it's about you finding momentum. You got to find ways to make plays. And Ella Parker, Jay, she continues to be on a tear. I know she was 1-3 for today, but she continues to just, dominate, have big hits. She's hitting the ball hard. She's confident. Her average going into today was 413. I'm sure that's gone up after today with how she's been hitting the ball. But this team, you've seen it. Players are starting to pick each other up. And I think that's super key is if your player at the top of the lineup's not having the best game, well, maybe Ella Parker's going to need to have a huge game. And it's just going to be a lineup in which it's not always going to be the same player every single game. And it's just going to be who's going to have the hot bat tonight and who's going to make the most plays.
Yeah, and I want to talk about Sam Landry's performance, man. She was really good. Like I said, had that no hitter through 5, and uh, what I thought was very interesting is I love the approach that they use, Rocha and Landry, and they were really keeping the ball really down, not using the rise ball as much. Even the announcers talked about her really. She's gotten a lot more faith and trust in her drop ball recently, this year specifically, and how she can trust it. She did a great job when she missed. It was barely missed. Like it was borderline strike. I mean, she had really good control. all around. I thought she was really good. And so we'll see kind of what happens going forward. As far as the hitting today, I mean, it was. I mean, it was sporadic. I would say nothing. Didn't really get a whole lot of things strung together. You had the leadoff double. I think it was from was that Parker had the leadoff double that led to the Sanders 2-run bomb, which was a 2-out home run. 2-out home run in an SEC game is huge. And the other thing about Sam Landry is she's a great pitcher. We all know that. This is a different animal being in an SEC postseason tournament. And I love that she got that first game under her belt because you never know how a pitcher's going to react in this type of situation compared to being at Louisiana in a postseason tournament. It's different. So I love that she's continued to get more experience in high pressure situations against quality teams. It's just going to help the Sooners in the near future down the stretch run here for their drive for 5.
Yeah, and Sam, Jay, as you said, she dominated 7 strikeouts through 70 strikes. So you talk about it. She threw a lot of pitches. It's what you said. They would barely miss. Um, she was able to be her dominant self, and I think that's key for this Oklahoma team is you're going to need her to be on her A game every single night because this is a concern I had going into the postseason was we've seen this team at times, the offense tends to go through dry spurts, especially if they're not playing at home. And a lot of it is going to go on to what can Sam Landry, maybe allow the other team to 1 or 2 runs, keep Oklahoma within a single hit to encapsulate the momentum in the game. That would be huge. But, Jay, I think that this Oklahoma team now, you're starting to see them play their best ball, even though they lost a series to Florida. I don't really know how much that series meant, but it's time, as you said, to go chase for national championship number 5 in a row. The drive for 5, I think, was what you said, Jay. So it's huge for Oklahoma now, and it's time for them to go and do what we've seen them do best, and that's play their best ball in the postseason.
That's right. Sooners win it today, 4-1 in their opening round game of the SEC tournament. We'll wait to see who they play tomorrow. But hey, make sure, couple of things, you check out the FanStop. www.thefanstop.com, code SURGE. You'll get 10% off your first 3 months. Make sure you go on there. You can buy hats, you can buy shirts. Remember last year they had the championship softball shirts. So make sure you check them out, thefanstop.com. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you subscribe, every time we go live, every time we put out a video, you will be notified. And so it's very important to turn your notifications on after you subscribe. Like the video. Sooner fans, how excited are you for game 2? Who will it be in game 2, the opponent wise? And also, who will be the pitcher in game 2? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.